Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran and Jack from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us. It's Tuesday, it's June 24th, and we are getting close to finishing the group stage of the Club World Cup. We still have, I think, 3 days worth of games. And of course, you're getting free picks for every single one of those games here on the PickDawgz YouTube channel. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, of course. We definitely appreciate it a lot. Now, we do also have a Discord server, as you might know. For those of you that haven't joined, you're missing out quite a lot, guys. A lot of great winners, a lot of great picks from everybody, not just the three of us from Pick Dogs. It's been fun, it's been entertaining, and come on, guys, join us. There's a link in the description that you just have to click. Now, Jack, we have four games on the slate on Tuesday. The first one being Auckland and Boca Juniors. Now, Boca still has a chance of qualifying to the next stage. They need to beat Auckland by a high margin, and then they need Benfica to lose to Bayern in the next game.
Yeah, they're going to need goal difference. They're going to need everything because they drew it on the head-to-head. So the next thing
Yeah.
goes on goal difference, and Benfica are +6 right now. So they're against the best team in this group to get a good goal difference margin against. I think we see from time and time again, though, these underdogs, when they're already knocked out, they actually seem to perform in the no pressure games because it's purely relaxed. They're playing for enjoyment. So I think they can keep it closer than what it has been their last two games already. Again, Boca, they're clearly not playing their best if they're sitting third. So I'm going to take the +2.5 with Auckland on the first half handicap here and hope they can defend it out and keep this one within two.
Well, Auckland was keeping it very, very close against Benfica the other day, right? They barely conceded a goal in the first half, and that was in like 48 or 49th minute from a penalty kick, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So they did come out to play. I don't know. I think like 4-0, 5-0 might actually be enough for Boca here. Because they have what they have 1 point, so they need a win, and then they need Benfica to lose by two, maybe three goals or something like that, which is not out of the realm of possibilities, but I think it's gonna be hard. Um, all that Boca can do is win this game, so I'm gonna take them on -5, -154. That basically means, guys, if they win by 5 goals, we are getting a push. If they win by six or more, we are gonna get a winner. Although it's -154, so I'm not sure I would even bother betting on that at this price. Kirk is taking Boca Juniors goalkeeper to have 1+ save at +120 in this game. That's basically one shot on target, guys, and he has to save it, and that's it. And it's +120, which is definitely a very, very good price. Now, moving on to that game we just mentioned, Jack, Benfica and Bayern. Uh, Benfica, solid so far. They really got it going in that second half against Auckland. It was a long, long halftime in that game, like few hours because of the thunderstorms or something like that in the States. Bayern on the other side, a narrow win against Boca, 2-1 if I'm not mistaken, with a goal in what 83rd minute. But then again, they missed a ton of chances in that game.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there was a stage of this tournament where you were quite annoyed with Benfica, right? I think you had a premium or something like that.
Yeah,
If
it was
something
that game
happened,
against Auckland.
yeah, yeah, they had a really slow start, and well, they can still win the group, but they cannot put. They have to perform levels way higher than that performance if they want to beat Bayern here. Um, Again, if we're going back to that Boca Juniors game, if Bayern are up 2-0, have this one in the books, the group's won. They're probably just going to pull those key players off your Elise, your Kane. Who knows if that centre midfield is in the team. Young guy could have been English, chose to be German. Musiala.
Musiala.
So yeah, it's going to be rough. I think these two both qualify. I just don't think it's going to be a slaughter from Bayern. But yeah, I'm going with them on the money line, of course.
Yeah, I mean at that price you simply have to. And Olise has been playing really well. Coman missed a couple of sinners in that game against Boca. I mean, Harry Kane, I know what Kirk would say if he was here, but fortunately for us, he's not. Uh, I mean, Tar has been doing well on that defensive line with Stanisic as well. I mean, they are the better team. They definitely are. We'll see how much effort they put into this game. I think they win this game. I just don't think they keep a clean sheet. So I'm taking Bayern to win and both teams to score plus 295. Benfica needs a positive outcome out of this game. Uh, I think that they can score at least a goal in this one, considering how poorly sometimes Bayern looks on that defensive end. And Kirk is also taking Bayern on the money line at plus 100. Off to the next game, Jack. We have LAFC and Flamingo. LAFC is out of this tournament. They, I believe, had a draw against Esperance, if I'm not mistaken, in their previous game. No, actually, they lost. And Flamengo probably staying at the top of this group. These Brazilian teams, we keep saying that they've come out to play and they're playing really well. Flamengo definitely one of the top teams from Brazil. But personally, I think that LAFC, with saying goodbye to this competition, they at least get to the score sheet. So I'm taking both teams to score in this one.
Yeah. All these European League teams, they need to be taking notes from these Brazilian teams because they've been defending exceptionally. But Botafogo kept a clean sheet against PSG. Not many teams
Yeah.
have done that this season. And PSG were trying as well to win that game. Look, they're not getting that many chances on goal. But considering how poorly most teams are defending over the last few years in the Premier League, La Liga, and so on, maybe you need to start taking notes. For me in this game, I think Flamengo win to nil. That defense is going to be key. Flamengo shouldn't have any issues in winning this game. Although I do say, when LAFC now they're out the tournament, they tend to be more relaxed. They tend to perform better. But these Brazilians, they've come to play, and clearly we see that they're tuned in to this tournament. They're not just here to make up the numbers.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very competitive match. Like I said, I don't have high expectations from LAFC here, considering that they are out of this tournament as probably the last team of this group, which is disappointing because when you look at their roster, they're quite solid. Uh, like I said, I think they score a goal in this one, simply because Flamengo, I don't think how. I mean, they might go for a nice win, just finish the group stage, but they also might relax a little bit, shuffle the roster just a bit to give a break to some of the starters, since they don't need a win out of this game. While Kirk is taking Flamengo on the money line at minus 145 in this match. Now, the last game of this video and the second match of this group, Jack, we have Esperanza and Chelsea, two teams playing for that second place right now. Both teams have 3 points. However, you have to ask yourself, how much can Esperance do in this game? Yes, they got to win against LAFC, but I mean, Chelsea's no LAFC.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic because Chelsea, some of these players, they've had very long seasons. I think Palmer started nearly every single game. And now those legs are going to be feeling a bit tired. And if there is a little bit of adversity in the game, maybe Esperance, they actually bring the game and they are winning the physical battle. Maybe those Chelsea players will start thinking about getting an extra week's break with the foot on the brake pedal. I can't be going anywhere near this minus 360 money line. It's a nowhere near play for me. But let's not forget Jackson. He got that red card that's going to potentially cause problems in that Fluminense game. So look, Liam Delap, new transfer. He's got to try and make a good example. He can show his new manager what he can do. I've got him to get 2 shots on target here. I think he's going to be a target man. They're going to be sending the balls in the box, and he's going to be jumping up and heading them.
Yeah, he's definitely a very good player. I think for Chelsea, he's gonna be good if he gets the minutes, of course. Uh, I was never a fan of Nicholas Jackson. He's somewhat, I guess, hit in the head or whatever in most
He's
of the
too
games.
clumsy.
Yeah, I don't know. He just looks like somebody who started playing football like I don't know 2 weeks ago or whatever. Another thing I was looking at this game, Jack, potentially could be the cards. Chelsea got a lot of cards in this tournament alone, and this could become a very, very choppy game. The line is over 4.5 at minus 120, so that might be another free pick that you might consider, guys, putting in this game. As far as my free pick, I'm taking, I don't even know what I'm taking. Chelsea to win and over 2.5 goals plus 100. I feel like they just come out to step it up and get the job done, considering they failed miserably in their last game. Kirk is taking Esperance at plus 1.5 at minus 120, which I could definitely see. I could see a very, very narrow game here. 2-1, 2-0. I think it's more likely to happen or something like that for Chelsea. But at some point, Esperance will have to attack and try to get on the score sheet as well. That's it for this video, everyone. Thank you for joining us here. We do have premium picks, and as we said in the previous video, considering we went through 250,000 subscribers for YouTube, all of those season or year-long passes are now discounted for $250. I think that all three of us have them on our profiles, so check it out. Just click the links in the description and get it. And just if you think about it, guys, that's so many premium picks. That's 365 days of premium picks, guys, and it's the value of what, 10, 12 week-long passes or something like that. And you have Jack and Kirk doing NBA or any other sports as well when they kick off as in the States, like football or whatever else. That's a lot of great previews, guys. So definitely has a lot of value. That's it. Good luck with all of your bets. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.